Gemini! Hello, Gemini! You know how excited I get when I get to read for you guys. Hello, my Gemini friends. How are you guys doing? My fellow Geminis, big hugs to the Geminis from your fellow Gemini reader. Hello. I am so glad we are back on your sign. I don't know. I mean, I love all the signs, but I think there's just a kinship between Geminis that can just, it's kind of hard to explain for other people. So I appreciate that you guys understand my insanity, right, Geminis? So, with that being said, Gemini, today I am reading for you with the Teen Witch deck. Why? Well, because we're youthful as fuck, and because, well, in the tarot, we're represented by, of course, the Lover's card, but the Magician card, which happens to be my personal favorite tarot card. That being said, Geminis, welcome in, welcome in. If you have a significant Gemini placement or a third house stellium, something of that nature, well, this reading is for you. So tune in. Hello, CB, Brick Girl, Sister Crow, what's up? Yeah, Brick Girl has just a little bit of experience dealing with our energy. So, Geminis, welcome in, welcome in. If you're new here, don't be a stranger. Go on and subscribe. Be a part of the growing soul fam here at the cottage. All right, Team Jim Jims, let's get a message for you. What's going on in your beautiful Gemini world? General message for the Geminis, please. General message for the Jim Jims. Hello, Laura. Hello, Sabrina. How you doing? Here we go, Jim Giroux. Hey, Michelle. Gemini, what's the general message? What's going on in your beautiful world, Gemini? What's going on in that beautiful world of the Geminis? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Freedom Williams. Here we go, Jim Jims. Here we go. What's going on in the world of the Gemini gang? General energies for you. Six of Cups, reminiscing. Okay. What are you doing in the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Gemini? You're okay. You know what I feel like? Gemini, you're reminiscing about something, but why am I getting that in your mind you feel like you're wasting time reminiscing? Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength in reverse. Gemini, that doesn't make you weak. No, that doesn't make you weak, and that's not wasting time. Okay, maybe. It depends. If you're legit dawdling, do y'all know what dawdling is? Okay, another word for it that we use here at the cottage, fiddle dicking. If you're fiddle dicking and you're truly not accomplishing anything and you're just reminiscing and maybe holding on to something from the past, that's one thing. But if you are reflecting on the past and learning from it and just gaining something, and maybe in your mind, you may even be doing a little bit of healing, okay, as far as reflecting on some things, that's okay. And it may make you feel, like you're a bit zapped energetically with the Strength card in reverse. And that's fair enough, but it's not a waste of time. Gemini, I remind you, and you're the sign that probably is one of the signs that needs this reminder. You're not a human doing. You're a human being. It's okay to be still sometimes. Right? I feel like, Gemini, that this Six of Cups, I almost feel like you're feeling the feels from something and you're like, I am wasting time. And I'm going to argue with you on this, Gemini, and say, no, you're not. You're absolutely not. It's okay to sit still and sit with it sometimes, Gemini, and make sense of it, whatever it is. Maybe you're going back to childhood. Maybe you're looking at your inner child and healing some inner things from the inner child. Okay. Maybe you're going back to a relationship and trying to make sense of that. Friendship's gone by the wayside. Maybe it's just a combination of everything, but I will tell you this. I'm going to have to argue with you when you come at me and tell me you're wasting time with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think you are. Gemini. Okay. So remember, sometimes you just need to sit with it. It's healthy. Okay. It's absolutely healthy, right? Brick Girl, you're right. Brick Girl says Geminis are still when they sleep. That's about it. And it's kind of funny because I'm one of these people. I don't move around much at all in my sleep. And when I get still and I try to watch a movie or something, I go to sleep. And it's because true Gemini nature, when we're awake, we're always nodding to nothing. Okay. That's our nature. That's okay. It's fair. It's one of the things I think is absolutely cool about being a Gemini. But at the same time, Sometimes we need to slow down and just sit with things, and that's okay too, right? That being said, Gemini, what's the good stuff coming towards you? Good stuff coming towards you. Good stuff coming towards you. And that could be Sabrina. You know, that could be it. It's just kind of all in keeping it perspective. What's good coming towards the Geminis? Good stuff coming towards the Geminis. Good stuff coming towards the Geminis. What's the good stuff? Let's go, Gemini gang. Let's go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Good stuff coming towards you. Well, let's take a look. Let's see what we got. That's a Cappy thing. It is, Cappy Goat. You are going to make, look at you. Gemini, you're definitely doing some healing work. And I like this. You are definitely, okay, so look, the Moon card, 8 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Pentacles. You're realizing something. You know, there's something here from the past, I feel like, where things were shady. You may have not gotten closure, something of that nature. You may feel like you got blind spots. Okay, like why did this happen? I still don't understand, but I feel like that you're resolved to get to the bottom of this and try to get to why this happened, what this is supposed to happen, is going to get you your answers. That's what I feel. I feel determination here, Gemini, and I feel like you're going to get the answers. You're going to make sense of this thing that you don't make sense of right now. And I feel like, quite honestly, you are going to come back from this stronger than ever. The 8 of Cups in reverse many times, Gemini, is about resilience. Well, the one thing I love about being a Gemini is the way we bounce. Okay. I'm not sure anybody else, really, I don't know why, Gemini, but we have this way of bouncing back. Okay. Coming back when everything is against that happening. We just are the fucking magicians. Okay. We just are. We have this way of coming back from something, and you're doing this. Okay. You're absolutely coming back from this place that you felt a lack of clarity, the blues, rough. All of those things can go along with the Moon. Okay. The 8 of Cups in reverse, that's resilience. That's bounce back. That's bounce back. Okay. It's this setback and the resulting comeback that is far more than the setback. Okay. And, you know, another thing that I'm getting from the 4 of Pentacles, Gemini, I feel like you're coming to a place from the financial front where you're making good financial decisions. You're being responsible and practical and prudent. And boy, is that a big thing for a Gemini to do. So props. Okay. Props for that. We are the impulsive spenders. You know, we're not knowing for being the best at saving money, but I feel like you're coming to a place where you're realizing that and you're doing it. Good on you. It also tells me, Gemini, we're reading for the good stuff, that if you've got money that you're accumulating over here, okay, you must be manifesting some money from somewhere that you're able to stack money to the side. And I'm glad for you from that as well. So I feel like, Gemini, that indirectly we're getting a pretty good money message for you as well. Let's go talk about money, job, and career, Gems, and then we'll read for romance, okay? Let's take a look, Gems, at money, job, and career. Okay, let's see what's up. Don't forget to drop a like, Geminis, and thank you for those of you that have already done that so much. I greatly appreciate those of you that do that. It does help us here on the YouTube algorithm, okay? All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Job, money, and career. What do you need to know, Gems? What do you need to know? Let's see what's going on, beautifuls. What's going on? Let's see what we can find out for you. Let's see what we can find out, Geroonies. You're making some changes. Gemini. You know what I feel like? What is this thing? You're moving on from something here that was a big fat disappointment. Okay. I'm going to tell you why I say this. Okay, I'm looking at an Ace of Swords here in the reverse. You may have felt like where you were at, you were in the dark. Maybe you feel like you were working at a place where they weren't ethical. Maybe they lied to people. Maybe they were misrepresented. You may have felt like they kept you in the dark and lied to you. Could have been. Either way, you've not had a good feeling about where this is, but you're moving on from it. 3 of Swords in reverse, the Death card. You're closing the door. That tells me that you're pursuing something else, Gemini. You must be. Either that or you won the fucking lottery. I don't know which. This could be predictive. Keep that in mind. But you're walking away from whatever this thing is. Absolutely closing the door. Getting out that yucky energy. and getting rid of it and healing from it. Yeah, we have to heal from career heartbreaks. We darn sure do. The Three of Swords in reverse and kind of putting that thing behind you and moving towards something here. And the Death card makes room for new. That's why I feel like there's got to be something new here. Some of you with the Four of Wands in reverse are going to be moving, relocating, moving to a new house. Okay. This may involve working at home or not working at home anymore. It's a big change there for some of you. Let's see what that might lead to, Gemini. But I feel like you're absolutely walking away from a situation. And I am glad to see you do it if it's not serving you. Temperance card. That is a card of healing and patience. Well, good on you for being patient. Okay. Strength card. A lot of resolve here. And then the Lover's card. I think you will have some other options that come about. The Lover's card is sometimes about making decisions. In the career reading, that tells me you're going to have more than one option to make a decision about. And in the advice card, Gemini, this tells you take the high road, which is definitely walking away from something where you're working for a place that is unethical here. Okay. I absolutely love that so much for you. Absolutely. For the Gemini risings and suns specifically, risings, okay, Saturn is in your 10th house of career. And one of the things that Saturn will do is bring something to light to where it puts this in your face. Okay. It'll say to you, all right, look here, you. I'm Saturn talking to you right now. Okay. It says, all right, look here, you're in a place where you don't need to be. These people are unethical. They lie. They misrepresent. Okay. And you need to get the hell up out of there. Like you've been doing it, maybe, probably, or feeling it, but you didn't really address it. Maybe you had other irons in the fire, or you just didn't want to, something you didn't, it's not fun to have to deal with that, right? And to fix it. But Saturn's going to force you to fix it, okay? So don't do this. Don't let Saturn fix it for you, because sometimes that, Saturn doesn't really think about, none of the planets do, about, something being done at a time that is better timed and planned for you on your calendar. No, if you let Saturn do it for you, it'll happen at, probably the most inopportune time. So jump on that train before, or jump off that train before Saturn pushes you off, Gemini. Okay. All right. Gemini Saturn is in your 10th house for Gemini risings. It is in Pisces, which is the 10th house, which is career for Gemini risings. Okay. So that's why it's hitting your career reading. All right. And if you're like me, where Saturn, your natal Saturn, that's the transiting Saturn. If your natal Saturn is also in Pisces, then that means you are probably between the ages of 27 and 30 or 57 and 60, and you are in a Saturn return, either your first or your second. That is definitely going to affect your career because it's happening in your 10th house. And it will be in a good way, but it just takes a while. Definitely takes that Temperance card energy that we saw coming up in this career reading. Patience, okay, and belief and trust. All of those things with the Temperance card. This is a 3-year process, folks, because Saturn is going to have a retro. In fact, Saturn is in retrograde right now. So it's going to take a little bit longer to go through that house, through Pisces, than it sometimes takes to go through other signs. It depends, okay? So that being said, then Saturn return for sure, Sabrina. Either your person would be the ages of 27 to 30 or 57 to 60, or they're in their late 80s. Probably not the latter, right? But anyway, that being said, let's talk about romance. We are changing up the romance category order. The first order of business for you Geminis today is the Gemini singles. Then those of you currently involved, then the past person, then the Crosswatchers. Let's go. Here we go. Gemini singles, what's going on and what's coming up towards you? What's going on towards you? What's going on, Jim Jeroonies? What's going on, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Here we go. Don't forget to drop a like. Laura, thank you so much for the love for the channel, love bug. I appreciate that. All right. Single as a Pringle. What's going on here for you, Gemini? Single as a Pringle. Here we go. What's going on romantically around the Gemini singles? Let's see what we got, Gems. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. The star card is here. You got something. Holy shit, Gemini. Who's not coming towards you? The Seven of Cups is here. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Let's talk about it, Gemini. You know what's interesting is this. You've been manifesting a good romance, haven't you? You've been focused on something real. I hear you say the star. I know what I want. I believe it's coming. I'm not going to settle for less than somebody that I see a future with. I know what I want. You got people around you. Seven of Cups here. I don't know. This could be predictive. You may not yet. This may be in the future, or you may literally be having this now. What gets me is this, though, with that star card. You've got standards. You're not just settling for anybody. So you're looking at all these options, Gemini, or you will be. This could be future oriented. Okay. I don't know. But what I am telling you is this. I feel with this star card like you're going, okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what's behind that curtain. We'll look. We'll give this a chance. But it's got to be a certain kind of way. Or, because I'm not settling anymore. I'm not in that energy. I know who I am now. I've done a lot of healing and shadow work, and I know who the hell I am, and I know what I bring to. I don't think you're looking for perfection. No, I'm not getting any kind of yucky energy that from you like that. I'm not getting any arrogance from you at all, Gemini. It's just that you know what you want, you know who you are, and you're not fucking around. And I like it. And what happens next? This was the last card out for you, Gemini, the Ace of Pentacles. Why is this important? Because it's a stable offer. It's the best offer of the aces. None of the aces are bad. They're all good, but this one is the one that is more slated to last. It is more stable and it's a little bit slower. And why? Because you are taking your time and allowing people to show you who they are, good, bad, or ugly. You're going to know. You're not going to just jump into something. This is you putting it on Pentacles time frame. And for once, Gemini, you're not in a rush. You're not in a rush. For once, you're taking your sweet ass time. And I am so here for you for it. I am your biggest cheerleader up here on the sidelines for you singing Gemini singles. God, I can't talk today. Mercury pre-shadow stuff, communication. It's our planet, Gemini. But listen, you are absolutely holding out to make sure that you know these people. You're not jumping in anymore. And you know what else? This is very methodical. So not like us, Gemini. What in the hell? But like in the best of ways, okay? You're reining in that Gemini energy. You're not stifling your energy, Gemini. No, you're here. I feel that Gemini energy. I feel the intensity of it. I feel the youthfulness of it. I feel the excitement of Gemini energy. And there is no other Gemini energy like Gemini. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. It is what it is. People can get mad and fuss and cuss about me favoring Geminis. I really, I used to try to say, no, I love all the signs the same. Fuck it. I love myself more than I love anybody. So yes, I identify with y'all. It's not that I don't love everybody else. It's just a little bit different with y'all. And I don't really care if I get accused of petting you guys anymore. But that being said, let them fuss. I don't care. But that being said, Gemini, I feel this energy. I don't feel like you're stifling yourself or pushing your own energy down. I think what you've done, Gemini, is taken, this is single Geminis. I think what you've done is you've taken that Gemini energy and you're using it and directing it in a certain way. So you're harnessing your own energy and reining it in and directing it rather than trying to act as though it doesn't exist. Okay. So you're using what you have. It's such a magician move. It's such a Gemini move whenever you reach that beautiful high vibrational Gemini place. Okay. And I feel like you're in a real good place, Gemini singles. I'm just going to say that. Okay. Really, really good. Really nice energies here and really slated to bring something in stable. Gemini, as fate would have it, on the bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Don't be surprised to hear from your ex. Don't be surprised to hear from your ex. The energies are absolutely lending themselves to that, Gemini singles. I don't know that you're interested in it because I see you going for something new with the Ace of Pentacles here, but it bears repeating that with the retrogrades that are going out on right now, there is a very, very strong propulsion for exes to return, and for it to be very temporary, and after a few months to fade away. Okay, that's what the energies look like right now, and so that bears repeating. That's why that was on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let me get a sip of water, Gemini, and then we're going to look at those of you currently involved. Okay. All right. I heard that, Sister Crow. And I love Aquarius energy. Oh my God. The Aquarian mind is just caviar to a Gemini. You well know that, I'm sure. Not in a bad, not in a weird way, but like we just love it. I'm not sure, Sister Crow. I'm not sure. Maybe they just moved on, right? But hello, Michaela. How you doing? Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, this is for those of you currently dealing with someone. We will look at the X in a minute, but let's look for those of you that are currently dealing with someone. And again, don't forget to drop a like. And if you need clarity on your situation and you want specifics, hit me up for a personal reading. The link is in the description box below this video, and I offer all kinds of different options. Okay, so you can see all that by following that link. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Currently involved. Currently involved. Let's take a look. Currently involved with someone. What's going on with this one, Gemini? The Wheel of Fortune is here. The Justice card is here. The Hermit in reverse. You know what I almost feel like is this. Gemini, the Wheel of Fortune is here. This is a pretty solid relationship for who I've picked up on. Justice is here. That can mean so many different things. It can mean that, you know, this person owns their shit. They're fair to you. It's a balanced connection. It's good. It's a stable connection. I'm reading for the Geminis and I keep getting a lot of stability. How is that? Like, I'm happy. That's good. That tells me you're working on yourself, Gemini, for me to be getting this for the Gemini collective. Hermit in reverse. It's almost like I feel as though with you and this person, both of you may like your independence and your solitude, and then you come back together. Like, not break up and get back together. This is not a toxic energy, but it's as though you guys have no problem with your going out and being in solitude, which is important no matter how close you are and how well things are getting along. In fact, that'll help it. Okay. And then you guys reappear with each other. And I mean, it could even be the same day, but it's almost like you guys don't back away from doing your healing, your internal work, your spiritual work, that sort of thing. The Wheel of Fortune is a very strong player here in the best of ways. Okay. In the best of ways. I like this energy. I like this energy so far. It's almost like, Gemini, that the thing about it is, it's almost like when this person does something that gets on your nerves or vice versa. And okay, look, anytime you got two humans together, that's going to happen. I don't care if it's romantic. I don't care if it's friends. I don't care what it is. Sometimes people are just going to get under each other's skin, and that's the way it is. It's almost like there's this place of going off into solitude and reflection and then coming back around with an apology or making things right, if that makes sense. Right. And I do like, look at, you're here for this. Magician. That's you. You may be dealing with another Gemini. Yeah, Virgo, Sagittarius, Libra, and Virgo again. It could be anybody. But the Magician card is here. There's such a youthfulness to this connection. Okay. There's such a frivolity here between the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, look at these two in this picture, Gemini. Okay. There's such a lightness here, but a solid commitment as well. Okay. Yeah. The High Priestess is here. And then the Page of Cups. Once again, this is whoever this is you're dealing with may be pretty spiritual or vice versa. But it's like there's that time in solitude and then boom, communication. The love is expressed. You guys are back together. And I mean, maybe it's in the same day. I'm not picking up a toxic in and out bullshit. That's not what this is. Okay. That's not what I'm seeing here at all. It's just a bit of optimism here that is kind of light, but at the same time, real commitment. Okay. I do feel that way. Pisces made an appearance too. Water and air is here as well. All right. Now, that being said, let's look at the past person, and then we'll do the Crosswatcher reading after that. Past person for the Jim Jaroonies. The past person for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hey, Iris, how you doing? Here we go. Wow, Sabrina, that's crazy. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Here we go. The past person. What's going on with this past person, Gemini? Let's take a look. Let's see what's up. 3 of Cups in the reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Very interesting. You know what this is telling me? There has been a third party in the mix for a lot of you. There's been arguments between you two in the past for sure. Possible third party energy. I don't know if the third party is still here or not, but it kind of looks like it, Gemini. And it also looks like they will be making communication with you and an attempt with the 8 of Cups in reverse. This is definitely reconciliation energy here. Quite honestly, I find the Queen of Swords as the outcome to be a very interesting energy. She's not exactly extending her arms. Queen of Swords doesn't usually. By the way, your air energy, Gemini, that's you. It's your response to this attempt at this reconciliation. At a minimum, Queen of Swords will set boundaries and speak her truth. At a minimum. Many times, the Queen of Swords simply cuts something out that doesn't serve. It's not a warm energy that greets this 8 of Cups in the reverse. It's not a warm energy that greets this attempted reconciliation from you. It's not. At a minimum, you're holding some boundaries and standards and speaking your truth and saying, at a minimum, Gemini, if you entertain this, you're being told, proceed with caution, set some fucking boundaries, speak your truth, and make this motherfucker prove themselves. If you don't just cut them out altogether. That's what Spirit's telling you is best here. And I'm going to tell you why. As we said, reconciliation energy is very strong right now from the astrology standpoint and also very temporary. So the people that you see around you that reconcile with their past people, don't expect it to last. It's probably a 95% chance that reconciliations right now won't last, okay? If not more, okay? If not more. All right. I think this is a big fat stressor right here with the 4 of Swords in reverse, quite honestly. And I think with this attempted reconciliation, I don't see this third party going away. I feel like this third party will still be in the picture, whether they tell you that or not, okay? Whether they are honest with you about that is another thing, all right? So that's what I'm fearing or feeling. And I've got water and air here. Could be any sign, okay? We're just basically looking at the messages. Let's look at the Crosswatcher reading. Now, for those of you that are new, the Crosswatcher reading is where you watch for the sign of the person or persons that you are curious about to see what to expect with that person. And of course, take what resonates here for sure. Okay, now let's see what to expect with the various signs for you, Gemini gang. Let's take a look. Carolina had to shake. She's always got to make that noise, right? Sorry about that. Hey, Shelville, what's up? All right, here we go, Jim. Here we go, Jim. Here we go. Here we go. If you are dealing with an Aries is playing games with you. They are coming back around. They will pop back up, but I don't think they're being honest. I think they're playing games. 5 of Swords here. Taurus has mad love for you. They are going to be making you a stable offer. Flat out. Very simply put. Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini, not anytime soon, but eventually they plan to be with you. But quite honestly, I feel like it's a waste of time. Knight of Pentacles, they ain't going to be fast about it to begin with. And the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, it doesn't look like it would last or go anywhere or waste your time is what it would look like it would do. If you are dealing with a Cancer is definitely wanting to work on this. They are very sexually attracted to you, but it looks very unstable. I would be very careful with that. I would just take that one slow. If you're dealing with a Leo, there's no future there. Looks like draining, obsession, unstable, okay? If you're dealing with a Virgo definitely wants to reconnect, but I don't think Virgo is going to be telling you everything either. What I feel like Virgo is up to is I think they want some good hot sex is what they want. And probably not much more. If you're dealing with a Libra, expect communication, expect flirting, maybe an apology, but don't expect it to go anywhere or last. If you are dealing with a Scorpio is I don't think Scorpio is even going to be contacting you, but if they do, there will not be an apology here. All right. And you cannot trust it because Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't think the Scorpio is going to tell you everything and may flat out lie. Sagittarius is absolutely coming towards you. They feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread. And there is an ease to this connection. If you are dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn is invested in this thing, but at the same time feels like either you're being stubborn or they're being stubborn, one or the other. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, this Aquarius is feels like this is too shady, too shaky, and a potential disaster that best is left avoided. If you are dealing with a Pisces, don't trust it. Do not trust this Pisces. Okay, flat out. Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Flat out. They're just not going to put anything into it, bottom line. And quite honestly, I feel like they may be sneaky or shady. That being said, Gemini gang, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate and love each and every one of you. Don't forget to drop a like. Hit me up for a personal reading by following the link below in the description box if you would like specifics on your situation. Thank you so, so much, Gemini. I love you to the moon and back. Join me for all signs here in about, I don't know, 2-ish hours, 1.5 to 2 hours, okay? Love you guys to the moon and back. Thank you again, Laura, for the super chat. I greatly appreciate that.